I feel as if a lot of times we feel as if we have to face our challenges alone, or we have to face our problems alone, when in reality it's like it's okay to rely on someone. If anything, it takes a certain level of vulnerability and awareness that it's like, hey, I can solve it by myself, but there's times where I need another perspective. I need a different view, or I just want to talk about it. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm glad it's being accepted more now than ever, where you don't have to face the battles by yourself. The constant struggle that you keep creating in your own mind, someone else can help you along with it. And even if they're not able to solve it, at least they're there with you. At least they're there with you. I think that's a huge part in, friends, and having people around you, having a good circle around you, people with, positive mentalities, because it affects us. It shows us more of the world and our own reflection of it. That's what I truly believe. It's like we have a certain lens in which we see things. We see the world and how we feel about things, but someone else can have a completely different lens, and it's that beauty that we have two different perspectives and an even greater opportunity to talk about it. We have an even greater opportunity to talk about it. Because imagine there's a book, right? It's like, I see red, you see blue. I'm saying as in the book cover, it's I see red, you see blue. And it's like, sure, we can talk about why you think this and why I think this, but it's like, then at the same time we can just look at the book itself. And I guess it's that sort of discussion that we can just have amongst other people, because it's like it's really humbling in a sense, knowing that I don't know everything, but it's that fact that I don't know that I'm willing to learn, and that sort of curiosity that comes with it. And sometimes the problems we have within our own mind, or the problems we think of or constantly repeating in our own head, it's like sometimes we just need to express it instead of depressing it or pushing it under. It's like we need to express it, and people can help with that. Growing up, society has just been a community species. Humans have been in groups, so it's like, why is it now more than ever that we have to have our own battles, be by ourselves? Why is it now that it's like, thug it out? Nah, nah, we don't have to fight our own battles by ourselves. Just a strong support system, that's all you need. Just a strong support system, and you can do so much with that. Have good people who tell you, whatever it is you need to hear, not you want to hear, but you need to hear. That's priceless. That is priceless right there. And if you can be that for others, strong pillars for a foundation of just a beautiful friendship. And I guess in a sense it's hard now more than ever, because it's like, sure, if we go into social media, we're able to connect with anyone and everyone. We can reach out and just talk to anyone. But because of that, just because there's so many options, I feel like people don't build that genuine connection, because it's like, okay, you don't agree with me on this, or you don't do this, that. Okay, on to the next. And it's like, building through the differences in our mindsets, that's what creates a deeper connection, so to speak. That's what creates a deeper connection. The fact that, sure, you may not see eye to eye on everything, but you still get along. You still are, cool with each other. It doesn't disturb you, and you're still able to support each other. Because that's the thing with social media. It's like, yeah, we can talk to whoever, wherever, whenever, but at the same time, it's like you see the rise of like loneliness. And I guess in a sense it seems like people are losing social skills in a way. People aren't able to communicate as openly or intimately as I feel as if we used to. I don't know for certain, it's an assumption, but that's just what I'm assuming just from seeing how things are. It's all an assumption. But you know, of course having a strong mentality for yourself and keeping yourself responsible is a key component, you know. It's of course important, you know, being able to hold yourself accountable and hold yourself responsible for your own actions. But there's nothing wrong with being able to depend on others at times. There's nothing wrong with it. Contrary to popular belief, it's okay. It is okay. You know, because just because we don't always have to be by ourselves. We shouldn't. Even if it's just 1-2 solid friends, that's all you need. That's all you need. And if we're talking about goals, they may not have to, you know, be in touch with the vision or be in touch with the view, but they can just accept it and be like, you know, still love you regardless of whatever you do. They don't care. They may make fun of you just because that's how things can be at times, but it's like still love behind that. I don't know, I just kind of want to talk about that real quick. Like, it was just on my mind. It was really just on my mind. Just, you know, the fact that we don't need to fight every single battle by ourselves. It wears us out more than it needs to. We need to be able to be open with some people, and obviously be cautious. Obviously be cautious with who we spend our time with, or how they are as a person, you know, the kind of standards they set for themselves. And if you're okay with being around that kind of person, you know, that's an important thing too. Who do you keep in your circle? And what are the kind of people? What kind of people are they? That's important. You know, if you're really trying to be a cut above, I don't even want to say a cut above the rest because that's comparison, but be a better version of yourself that you know you can achieve, and that is already within you. You just got to express it. You know, you got to have the right people around you. Circumstances, right habits, everything gets elevated. Everything gets elevated. Because it's like trying to cling on to, it's like trying to build a new house with like old materials. Like, that is gonna break down. That is gonna break down. It's not gonna work well. Because think about it. Imagine you're trying to build a house, you know, a brand new idea, but you're using stuff that is worn out, stuff that is not you know, good. It's, what's the word for it? What is the word for it? It's what's the word? I don't know. But essentially it's like material that's not durable. You know, it's gonna break. You know, maybe a new house, a new idea, a new structure, but it's still based on the same kind of foundation, the same materials that you've carried alongside with you. You know, that being the ideas or the people with you, or the thoughts you have about certain things. You know, if you carry old thoughts and old actions and beliefs into a new life, it's like that will hold you back. That will hold you back tremendously. And you realize that in new areas of life, you grow out of who you are right now, or you grow out of who you once were. You do, and hopefully your friends accept you for the fact that you still change. You know, for the fact, whether it's your lifestyle, your mentality, your thoughts, even how you speak. You know, hopefully they accept that for the version of yourself you are wanting to be, or becoming, I guess. Just kind of want to leave it out there. I just want to leave it off there. Yeah, I don't know. It was just on my mind. Cause I just took a look around and just saw and just reflected upon, you know, things like that. It took me a sort of awareness, and the fact that it's like, you know, I want to be a strong foundation for others, because they may not be, you know, as mentally fortified as someone else, but or as they can be. But if I can be there for them, even if, you know, I don't fix nothing necessarily, but I'm just there with them, you know, able to share the pain, able to be there with them, I think that's what truly matters. The fact that they have someone by their side, just someone there, non-judgmental, understands. I think that is key. I think that is key to just a beautiful, blossoming relationship. I don't know, because the more you understand about a person, the less you judge them. That's what I realized, you know. Aside from like heinous crimes and things like that, just on a regular person, you know, the more you understand about them, you start to see why they act the way they do. You know, someone who's constantly angry, maybe had a rough childhood growing up and doesn't know how to express it. You know, and hopefully they find a healthy place where they're able to grow out of that. You know, and accept it for what it is. You know, that happened, but we gotta move past it. And you know, that'll always be there, but it's like, you know, how long will that trigger continue to trigger me? How long? And what is the trigger? What is it that makes me snap? What is it? I dragged it out much longer than I needed to, but you know, I'm gonna just leave it off right there. See ya.